What's up, guys? We are live. So you guys wanted more speed dates. You guys wanted more UMP Alex. So I got both of those for you and Sweet. We got UMP Lindbergh, who's going to be giving us feedback. So you're going to get two for the price of one, which is free, essentially, because I don't charge you guys for anything. And then we got two lovely ladies. We got Chrissy, who you might remember from photography. Last stream we did about a week ago. Great photographer based out of Poland, right?
Yeah.
Also from my mother country of Belarus. And then we got Christy joining us first time on this channel. So Christy, give a little introduction about who you are and what you do.
Hi guys, I'm Christy St. Regis. I'm kind of just living for a living, to be honest. I dabble, I do podcasts, I do OnlyFans, I used to be in real estate, I used to do Pilates, so just kind of seeing where the world takes me.
Where are you based out of?
I'm in Miami.
Oh, okay. You're in the same city as me. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I saw that in like some of your Instagram reels.
Okay, cool. For some reason, I thought you were like somewhere on the other side of the world. All right. Anyway, guys. So two lovely girls. So you guys know the rules. I'm gonna drop the link. You must have your camera on for me to bring you on. I will not, no matter how good your story is, what excuses you have, or your camera's broken, I will not bring you on unless your camera's on. No dick flashings this time. Look at Lil Rhaegar. He can't take any more dicks. And then also, you're going to get 5 minutes with the girl of your choice. If you pick both girls, you get to skip the line. So it's a nice little bonus to challenge yourself. And then I would say the last thing is don't wait until the end, because if you do, you probably won't get on. Same thing always happens. It starts off a little slow. About an hour in, we got like 100 people asking, yo, Alex, wait, please don't end before I get on. Unfortunately, I do try to keep these to a time limit. As we all know, I got to get to Whole Foods tonight. So probably we're going to wrap up by 9:30, 10. So yeah, don't wait too long. All right, let me drop the link and then we will begin. All right, the link is dropped. Let me pin it as well. All right, like I said, guys, do not wait until the last minute because you will not get on. So where are you based out of right now, Lindbergh?
I'm also in Warsaw, same as Chrissy.
Oh, look at that.
Yes. We're in the same city.
Wait, there's two Alexes and then like a Chrissy.
Yes, exactly. There's two Alexes, there's two Chris's, basically.
That's so nuts.
That is really
such a coincidence.
Yeah, it's perfect. What else do we need?
But also, all our names are spelled just slightly differently. Like my real name isn't Alex; it's Alexander, spelled with a K. It's like that weird Russian spelling. And Christy got
and then I have a K, and then you have a C.
Yeah.
The question is, which is the correct one? Chrissy with CH or K? Which one?
You don't want to know my name, like how it's spelled correctly. You would be like, what is this Chinese?
Is it like longer? Is that a nickname?
Because it's translated from Russian. It's from Belarusian, actually, so it's like very complicated.
Say your name in Belarusian.
Christina.
Oh, okay.
But it's like written in a very specific way.
Okay, gotcha. All right, we already got two people backstage. Benjamin, give me 2 fingers. Okay, real person. Gotcha. All right, we already got 2 people backstage.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, 2 fingers, but just turn off the video that's playing. You're in the thing twice. So okay, just turn off the. You still have feedback. Okay, I'm gonna bring on the next person, Benjamin. So basically, what you need to do is you have the.
Hey, I offed it already. It's all off.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. So who do you want to go on a date with?
I'll go with Christy.
Which Christy? Okay.
Christy, yeah.
We're not specific. Their names are very similar. Okay.
I got a question, Alex. Before we got on this date, do you expect me to be perfect on this day when I date her, the 5-minute date?
Well, what I expect doesn't really matter because I'm not the girl. But no, I don't expect anyone to be perfect. This is like practice. So I would be extremely surprised if someone does perfect. Also, there's no such thing as perfect. There's always room for improvement. Even I would not be able to do a perfect speed date. There's always subtle little things that I could improve on. So perfection doesn't really exist when it comes to dating. It's just doing better than you did before.
So I might get a no like after the end of the 5 minutes, right?
Well, yeah, but you don't want to, like, I don't know why you're already talking about no. Like, the date hasn't even started yet. You got to get that out of your mind.
All right, let's. Okay.
Yeah,
just have fun.
All right,
Okay.
let me take everyone else off and let's see.
Sup, Chrissy? I gotta say, you look all gorgeous. The way you present yourself, like your hair, and yeah, the way you present yourself. Yeah. So, anyways, how your night gone?
Thank you. It's going well. How's your night going?
Pretty good. Just went back from my walk lately, my long ass walk. It was like almost night. So yeah, it was pretty good. So yeah, can you tell me more about yourself? Where you from exactly?
I live in Miami now, but I'm originally from New York and New
Okay.
Jersey, and I lived in Nashville for a little bit before Miami.
Ooh, Miami. Man,
Yeah.
I haven't been to Miami. I remember going there since I was a kid, going to Disneyland. Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm from Virginia. I've been here for like 7 years. Well, usually I was like originally from Chicago. So
Okay.
yeah, so what do you usually do for your what do you usually do for your hobbies? What hobbies do you usually do?
I love to do Pilates. I used to be a Pilates instructor, yoga, just like workout classes. And I have 2 dogs, so I love to take my dogs out for walks. Like you were just on a long walk. They love long walks. What
Oh,
about
okay,
you?
nice. Is it like mornings, afternoons, or evenings, or is it all of them?
They need one walk in each of those.
Oh, each of them. Is it? Do
Yeah.
you do it like every day? Is it every day
See,
you,
they're right
or,
here.
or is it like just weekly?
No, like they need to go out at least 3 times a day, but they go out a lot more than that. But that would be like the minimum.
Oh, okay. Do
But
you
like
leave them?
where I live, it's very dog friendly. So pretty much anytime I go out, they do.
Okay. Well, usually my hobbies, yeah, I told you. So usually in the mornings, I usually run, um, run in the mornings, okay, and then walk in the afternoons, right? And
Mhm.
then I usually bike and hit the gym twice a day, twice a week. Okay, so yeah, twice a week. There you go, twice a week. Shit, yeah, yeah.
Have you ever done Pilates before?
I used to, I, I
You
uh,
did?
I used to, yeah, when I was a little kid, but I don't do that anymore. No more.
Oh my god, you should. It's like
Yeah,
the best workout ever.
yeah. Do you watch any like crime movies and shit?
Um, Sometimes,
Yeah.
but I get afraid because like that stuff really happens. Like Law and
Mhm.
Order, like that stuff happens, and it's like I don't really want to think about getting murdered.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like really good for like self-defense, karate and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. If
Uh,
I need to be in self defense, I'm just gonna poke someone's eyes out because look how sharp these are. And these aren't even that long. Sometimes they're really long.
okay.
And
Okay.
I'll just take them out.
Okay. Those are like some like
Yeah, it's
small
like these
small ass
are
nails and shit.
weapons.
Yeah. So you're in Miami, right? So you don't get no snow, obviously, right? What?
No.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was over shit and shit.
So did I. We switched
Yeah.
places.
Okay. So, what do you usually do in Miami? What are some fun stuff you like doing in Miami?
I like to go to the pool
Okay.
and walk around the water, go to the beach, enjoy the sunshine. I mean, I definitely go out, but I'm not like a crazy, I don't go out like that much.
Okay.
I'd rather go out like to dinners and
Oh,
day stuff, like
do
pool
you,
parties or something.
is it like very heavy parties? Is it, like, I bet like you're like girls like you like go like you're like friend. You like hang out with your friends, right? Do you
Yeah,
like
I of course like hanging out with my friends.
is it guys too or is it all girls?
No, it's a mix. I mean, so the building that I live in, we have like all our neighbors are like friends.
Okay.
We have like a big friend group in our building. So that's like completely mixed, like girls and guys. But when I go out normally, if it's not like people in my building, it's usually like my girlfriends.
Okay. I have a plan I gotta do, okay? You and me, okay? Here's the plan, okay? So one day, okay? So you and I, so maybe I can like, haul my so I'm pretty much in Virginia, so I might like fly my ass to to like Miami, okay? You and I'm here for the 4 days, okay? And then you and I will meet, and then we'll travel in Miami together like for 4 days and yeah, of course we gotta get to know each other, obviously, of course. And then yeah, you can show me like what the place is like in Miami, like the fun places, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would say we would have to have like some FaceTime dates and get to
Yeah,
know
okay.
each other better before I
Yeah.
would accept someone visiting me. And obviously, you would need to
Yeah, I
like
know. Yeah,
stay
of
at your
course
own
yeah, of course we
hotel.
gotta
But like,
FaceTime. Yeah.
if it got to that point, I could be a tour guide.
Hold on.
I
I'm,
let, I
Alex,
let
I'm
it
not
run
finished
actually.
yet. I'm not finished with the plan yet,
I'm
Alex.
sorry. I let it run actually an extra 30 seconds because I want to see how that would turn out.
I know what's gonna happen. Was it better than last time?
Wait, hang on. You haven't even heard her answer yet. Like you're already like fucking assuming it's a no. Jesus Christ. All right, so Christy, just pretend you didn't hear the last 10 seconds. And you gotta be. This is the part where I need you to be brutally honest. Would you go on a date with Benjamin?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think he could have done better?
I mean, he seemed really nervous, which I don't blame him, but it was kind of like, it wasn't like, there wasn't like banter and there wasn't like really that well, like a conversation. Like it was kind of like a little all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So you did do significantly better this time than you did last time. This is actually the best you've ever done, from what I've seen when you've been on this channel. The biggest thing that where I think you're really lacking is your mindset. I mean, you like before you got her answer, you already like 5 times said, "Oh, I know it's going to be a no." When girls hear that, like, do you think she's going to be like, "Oh, yeah, actually, no, you were wrong." Actually, like it's like you're kind of like creating a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way. The mindset should always be either "fuck yeah, I got this," or at the very least, "let's see what happens. I don't know." Right? One of those two. But it should never be like, "Oh yeah, she's probably going to say no." Right? So that's the big thing, and that just like completely will kill any attraction. Is just that like kind of like self-defeated type of I lack confidence mindset. But you were able to keep the combo going. That was good. There was no real awkward silences or anything like that. I mean, in addition to the mindset, I would say definitely, obviously, there could be more flirting, more sexual tension. You were a little bit all over the place, but those are kind of more like intermediate advanced things. I think for you, it's just good that you were able to go through 5 minutes without like really like freezing up. So that's a step in the right direction, right?
Okay.
Now that you can do that, you can start building on that a little bit. But yeah, I'll let Lindbergh go into more detail.
Yes, absolutely. So I do agree with all of that, but I'm gonna start from the beginning here because I took notes of everything. So the first thing, obviously, that I noticed was that you sound nervous, which I think we all agree on. That's completely fucking understandable because you're doing a speed date online in front of tons of people. So of course you're gonna be fucking nervous. That's to be expected. And the way this actually shines through and manifests in the interaction is because you're speaking without leaving much silences, and you're being very wordy and inconcise. So the kind of fix you can have to that, at least like short term in the situation, so you can make it feel better, it's actually like you need to consciously slow down your speech, and you also need to try to make a conscious effort to make shorter sentences. That's how I like to think about it. If I am in the situation, or if I see a student in a situation, I will tell him to do that. You can see that actually when he starts slowing down, typically he's going to calm down a lot as well. What you are doing well, even like very early on from the start, is that you are leading the conversation. So you're taking on a burden, which a lot of guys are not. A lot of guys, they sit and wait for the girl to like start leading and asking questions, which is going to be absolutely horrible. So that's a good thing that you are actually bringing up new topics. That's very good. So she starts talking about Pilates and dogs. So obviously it's going to be a very good thing to go deeper into either of these topics, because these are topics that she are already obviously going to be interested in, and then you can find other transitions or like try to expand deeper on them. But as a dog owner myself, I know that people with dogs, they love to talk about them, which you did. So I actually think that was a good thing. Maybe there could have been other, let's say, subtopics within the dog topic that you brought up, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine because the problem isn't really like the topic that you're talking about. It is really like the nervousness that is, kind of fucking everything. which is actually my next point here. You haven't said anything awful or even like bad yet. Like I really don't think you have. If we were to put this in a transcript, no one would read it and be like, "Oh fuck, like this is retarded. This is horrible." Like no, they would be like, "Okay, this is probably like pretty okay." You've probably done better than most speed daters if you weren't nervous. Like if you came in here and you were actually feeling calm, a little bit more calm and confident, I think you actually would have done better than a lot of people who do these speed dates.
Okay.
So I feel like I would be giving you sort of false feedback if I were to critique everything you're saying and doing, because so much of it is just distorted kinda because of your nervousness. Obviously, I think this is kind of what Christy was referring to as well, is that it really does seem like you are sort of running through a list of
I wasn't very nervous. I was just like a little nervous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it came across this way more. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, then you really have to consciously like slow down the way you do things, because you could be feeling completely calm and collected, but people around you, they could, perceive you as more nervous. So you have to be aware of that. It's actually other people's perception, at least when it comes to game. Like the way that you perceive yourself, it's important because that affects your confidence and all these things. But most important really is how the girl perceives you.
Okay.
So we need to keep that in mind. It feels like you're sort of running through like a list of questions, which in all reality is fine if it doesn't come across or sound as if you're doing it. So this is really where tonality and delivery plays a big part. And this is actually why I like to rehearse a lot of things so that even if it's planned, I can make it sound completely spontaneous. But there's something that really comes from using the same shit hundreds and hundreds of times over and over and over until it just sounds completely natural, right? However, when it is like one of these short 5-minute interactions, what you do need to focus on is displaying value and spiking emotions more. That is really going to be a good thing. And that is exactly what she's referring to with banter. There's a lack of banter, which is essentially like there's a lack of emotional back and forth. It's hard to say exactly how you personally, Benjamin, would display value because I know absolutely nothing about you. But actually, one thing that happened kind of later on, almost towards the end, was that you started speaking, like you started saying things that were actually like, you put in a transcript, you would be like, fuck, this is confident as shit. So that is actually going to be a really good display of value, which is a bit more like behaviorally based. If you were able to make these confidence statements, but much earlier on and much frequently, for example, when you started talking about traveling to her. So if you were able to throw more of those in early on, that actually would have helped a lot to build attraction. This is absolutely completely going to change how someone perceives you. And I even feel like, even if you were nervous and you're talking fast and all of this shit, if you were to throw in those just super ultra confident statements, I feel like that would really, really, really balance it out, even if you were nervous as shit. But finding other like maybe more indirect ways of doing so earlier on.
Yeah.
So that's what I have for you.
So
The biggest thing,
better than before the last time I did.
Yeah,
But it's not close enough. But it sadly was.
Yeah, I haven't seen the previous one, so I don't know.
Hang on. Yes, Lindbergh. I agree with what Lindbergh said, but I think the biggest thing that you can work on for next time is just not coming in and saying like, "Oh, it's going to be a no." Just not having that mindset that you're going to get rejected, or at the very least, if you do have that mindset, not verbalizing. All right, Chrissy, do you have anything to add before we move on to the next person?
No, I agree. Like I felt like it really. I know you said you weren't that nervous, but it did feel like you were really nervous. But I mean, like I think you're like a really nice guy and stuff. I just think
I'm not ready to date you yet. Not yet.
And maybe like if you could just make some like things like funny, like a little bit like funny.
Yeah, I mean it was good, better last time, but I didn't make it to your standard yet. Not close, not even close.
It's all good. Chrissy, with a CH, do you have anything to add before we move on?
I think I agree with Alex. He said literally everything. But from what I saw overall in life, it wasn't that bad. It was great. Like definitely things to improve, but not creepy or anything. That's already good.
Cool. Awesome. All right, Benjamin. Thank you, man. We'll see you next
Appreciate
time.
it, Alex. Thank you.
There. All right, Sid. Let me get a quick 2 fingers. Okay, you're a real person. Let's bring you on.
Hey, Alex, what's up?
Hey, you said you want to go with Chrissy with a CH?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let me take everybody else off.
Hey, Chrissy, how's it going?
Hey, it's great. You?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I heard earlier that you're from Poland, right?
No, I'm actually from Belarus, but I live in Poland. And you?
Oh, okay. So you were born and brought up in Belarus, and then you moved to Poland, right?
Yeah,
Or
I moved to Poland.
okay, yeah. So I'm actually from India. Now I currently live in Chicago.
Oh,
So
okay.
what languages do you speak since you're in Europe? I'm assuming you're bilingual or more than that?
I speak Russian, Belarusian, Polish, English, and a bit of Spanish, and a bit of German. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You speak a lot of languages. That's great.
Oh, yeah. And
Okay,
you?
how about so I speak English and Hindi. That's it, just two. So
Okay.
how about you tell me something really seductive in Polish?
Oh, my Polish is not my strong language. Better like Russian or something.
Okay, how about Russian then?
Okay. What do you want me to say?
Anything, like whatever comes to your mind, something seductive and sexy.
Um, it's really difficult on this stage. You might think about it.
Oh, okay. Uh, s- okay, let it go. So, what do you like to do for fun usually?
Honestly, I like to
Yeah,
play board games.
board games. So, what kind of board
Yes.
games do you like?
I like strategic games, like to build a civilization and then
Uh-huh.
improve it and stuff like this.
Oh, like Age
What
of
do you think
Empires and that
about
kind of
it?
stuff?
Say again?
Like games, let's say if there was a board game version of Age of Empires that's on the computer, something like that.
It actually exists in a board game, so yeah, something like
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. Have
You
you
like to
played this
play
game?
such stuff?
Yes, I do. Have you played this game called Catan? That's one of my favorite games.
Yeah, I really like it. Sometimes we gather with my friends and we play it. So
Okay, so I guess you and I are going on a Catan date.
I think in Catan game we need three people. It's not for two.
Well, it's like you and I versus the world. Yeah,
Unfortunately, the rules of the game is a bit different, but there are different games like we can play.
really. Like, what do you suggest? Just you and I.
The civilization is great, and yeah, that's what comes to my mind. But trust me, there are like 500 games, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Well, there are a lot of games. You have a lot of time to get through each one of them.
Definitely.
Have you? I live in Chicago right now. Have you ever been here?
In Chicago, no, but I always wanted to go. I had a friend there. Maybe next year. Why not to visit?
You should come visit. Just avoid December because December to February the winter is horrible. Yeah,
Yeah, trust me, I hate winter. It's too cold. Even here in Poland, it's
really.
like I'm already freezing because it's October, but I'm like dying already.
Like, how cold does it get when it comes to like winter? Like, how cold does it get?
I think it's not as cold as Chicago, but like it could be. I don't know. Right now it's like, oh, actually we have different degrees, so I'm not sure. You know, it's like 10 degrees.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
So
know how to
yeah,
say that?
I'm originally from India, so I'm used to the Celsius temperature. I still haven't gotten used to the Fahrenheit scale. That's like completely bonkers.
Yeah, well, I mean, here you would probably survive. Like, it's not that bad. But I heard like Canada and stuff, whatever is there, it's super
Yeah,
cold. I wouldn't even risk going there. So.
yeah. It goes like negative temperatures. Yeah,
Oh yeah, not for me.
yeah.
Sorry,
Not
not
for me either.
visiting.
Well, I actually prefer cold weather over warm weather, but not just when it goes to like negative temperatures.
Gotcha.
Like the first time when I was in Chicago, I legit got a frostbite on both my hands.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like a horrible experience. Thank God I'm like completely over that thing.
Good. Are you planning to come back to your country?
Maybe sometime in the future, but as of now, I don't have the plan. I'm comfortable here in Chicago. I like it here. It's lively, it's fun. Is Poland lively?
It's okay.
Oh,
It's
it's okay.
like, yeah, I mean, I'm just used to it. It's great for living. It has comfort
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of opportunities for business.
Right.
And actually, compared to America, it's very clean and it's like safe. Like I can walk here at night and not be killed.
Well, yeah, that is true. That is true. Well, then in that case, you should come to Chicago.
All right, cool. So, Chrissy, would you go with the CH? Would you go on a date with Sid?
I mean, if we could play a board game, I would take it and maybe to see how competitive he is and stuff.
Oh, I am very
I
competitive.
mean,
So, is that like a yes or maybe?
probably I could give a chance.
Okay. Would you go on a romantic or platonic date with him?
I would start with platonic first and then see how it goes. I wouldn't go straight to romantic date.
But do you think there's potential for romantic?
I mean, like, honestly, he's not my type, but there could be a potential.
Okay. All right. So, Sid, this is by far the best speed date I have ever seen from you. It was like I was watching two different people. Now, there's still lots of room for improvement, but this is way better. You finally were able to be flirty and build sexual tension and be playful without actually saying anything weird, which that was never your issue to begin with. It was just that you could not build sexual tension. You could not flirt.
Right.
And you did it this time. Now, so that's a massive step in the right direction, and the whole chat was agreeing with me. The convo did lose a bit of steam, so it started off strong, and typically how it should go is either like this, or at the very least like this. But it kind of went like this a little bit, right? So it kind of lost a little steam. But again, that's okay. I'd rather have you, have 2 minutes of a solid interaction next time you build on it. Like a little thing, for example, when she said the rules are different, we're talking about the board game, I would be like, it's okay, Chrissy, we can make our own rules, right? So there's just little things you can throw in there. But yeah, that's basically it on my end. I'll see what Lindbergh has to add.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to try to keep it more concise and shorter this time. But I'm going to give you, if you follow and you apply all of these things, you're going to be an absolutely new fucking human being. I guarantee you. First of all, your tonality is flat and monotone. If you make it so that you have more variance, ups and downs in your voice, then you're going to have much stronger emotional impact. That is probably like the biggest things when it comes to your charisma and how you come across there. Another thing is that you're not really giving her much time to respond back. It feels like you're just trying to move on to your next line as quickly as possible. Even if this is the case, you can't make it sound that way. You need to find a delivery that makes it sound a little bit more genuine. It sounds like you have a list of questions again. You sound like you flow better when you're talking about the board games, but still hints of what I mentioned before. When she talks about 3 people in that board game, I'd mention bringing on the other Christie as well. Well, absolutely, the first thing I would think of. You haven't mentioned anything about yourself. It's hard for her to make a fair assessment of your value without. So there's a lot of fluff going on in this interaction. Like there's actually very little with any substance or anything that is going to help her, feel more attraction for you. Let's put it that way. You displayed essentially 2 attractive qualities. 1, you're leading the interaction. 2, you made a few confident statements, but that's not going to be enough for most girls to have actual genuine sexual attraction. You ask to meet multiple times, which many girls could perceive as desperate or eager.
Okay.
Fix those things, you're going to kill it.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
All right. Both Christie's with a C and Christie with a K. Do you have anything to add?
Not really. I thought I don't think it was bad that you asked her to say something like sexy in a different language, but just watching it, I felt like it made her like a little uncomfortable. And maybe if you said it more towards the end after she kind of felt like she knew you better, she would have thought of something and been able to like answer that.
Yep, I agree. You got to build up that compliance first.
Yeah. All right, cool. Awesome. Thank you, Sid. Keep up the good work.
Alex, just a minute. Since Lauren is backstage, could you bring her on and I can ask feedback from her? Like the more feedback, the better.
Okay, sure. I'll make an exception just because I like you.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hi.
So,
I could give my opinion really quickly. I thought that was a relatively good speed date. I found the asking her to say something sexy to you. The reason why that was a little bit cringe is because you're asking her to say something sexy to you instead of like you could have done something like almost exactly without asking it to be sexy. Like, say something interesting or tell me about yourself in another language. And then what does that mean? And like, that would be If you come off just too sexually forward, especially online, it just seems cringe
Yeah.
and aggressive. But other than
Okay,
that,
yeah.
I think the house seemed really good. Like you were asking good questions, you were leading the conversation. Seemed like a really nice guy.
Okay, thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Sid. We'll see you
Well,
next
thanks,
week.
Alex. Yeah. Bye-bye.
All right. So, Lauren, since you're here, who do you want to go on a date with? Or you said you're
Are
going to do.
either of you bi?
I'm not.
No.
But I would
Okay,
go on a
well,
date with you if you wanted to like do a date.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. So you and Christy with a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take everybody else off. Let's see how this lesbian speed date goes.
This is my first lesbian date.
Christy with a K. I'm popping your cherry. First time
Yeah.
with a girl. That's
Yeah,
kind of
you are.
exciting. Are you going to tell your?
On a girl date? Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about girls in the fun way?
Not like the date. Like I just really like masculine energy,
Ooh.
but like I love like the female body and stuff, but like I don't think I would like date one, you know?
Yeah, no, totally. But you're in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm in Miami too.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you been in Miami for?
Just kind of 2 weeks, but I went on a 2-week vacation like 2 days after moving here.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so but how are you liking Miami? How long have you been here for?
I love Miami. I've been here for almost 2 years now, actually. It's amazing. I love like living like in the sunshine by the water. It's just like being on vacation every day, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you look like a sunshine girl. Like you have that beautiful blonde hair. You're so tan. I love it. When was the last time you went to the beach?
I wanted to go today, but it was like rainy and gross. But it was my dog's birthday, or it is. So I really wanted to take him because he loves the beach so much. But we're gonna have to hopefully do it tomorrow instead.
How old is your
He
doggy?
turned 5 today.
Oh,
Yeah.
what kind of dog do you have?
I have 2 dogs. He's a Bernedoodle. He'll probably he might come on the couch during this.
This is my
baby food right now.
here. Oof.
What's his name? Is it a girl or a boy?
This is a boy. His name is Hugo Boss.
That's so cute.
He loves the beach. We should go on a little dog.
We could take the dogs to the beach. This is my other one. He's not the birthday boy. He's just the one sitting on the couch with me.
Oh, how old is that baby?
He is 5 months. He is brand new.
He seems like so well trained.
You know what? He's not. He's either like the best boy ever, or he's like a complete menace and like crazy.
Oh no!
So
Does he
I'm
like
like hoping he stays calm right now, but
what's his like deal? Does he bark, chew shoes? What does he do?
he is very talkative, which I think is like a Pomeranian thing in general.
Yeah.
And he's just like a puppy. And I'm used to have my 5-year-old who's just like super calm and sleeps and chills. And we're just still figuring out the potty training thing. It's taking a long time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You look so familiar though. Have I seen you? Do you go on Fresh and Fit a lot, or what else do you do?
I went on once, but I've been on like some other podcasts. So maybe if you watch those, or maybe just walking around Miami.
Yeah.
I've never been here that
Yeah,
long,
that would be crazy. I almost feel like we've met in person before. Like now
Really?
that I'm
Where did you move? Wait. Oh my god, wait, were you on Suscast?
Yes.
Okay, I was on there with you.
That's
Because I
wild.
remember your last name. I wasn't looking at it until they were like, oh, it just means I'm from Luna.
Yeah.
Big panel, right?
Yes, with the like the yes and no. Yes,
Yes.
that's so funny. I was like, you look so familiar, girl.
Yes.
Like you're
so
That's
funny. I wasn't reading your last name at all, and then when you said that, I looked at it and I'm like, okay, but you were sitting behind me, I think, right? Or
No,
were
I
you
was in the
on the
front
left?
row I was next to the girl in the red.
Okay,
in
we
the
were
big-
both next to her.
Yes.
Me and you were on the same page with the transitioning children things, and we were on like the same page. Yeah,
I think
I
it,
remember
yeah.
like looking over and like kind of like being like on the same page of you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, time flies.
You girl.
So, same question, I guess, as always. Christy with a K, would you go on a date with Lauren?
Yes.
You would. Interesting.
That was like the most like flowing, like I just felt like it flowed. And then when we found out we knew each other, it was just like we had something in common. We
Oh my God, you guys are so adorable.
We already talked about going to the beach with the dogs, so I'd be like, yeah, I'd go to the beach with the dogs.
All right. Yeah, I thought it does fascinate me how much better women's social skills are than men on average.
Yeah.
I think it started out really strong, and then it got like a little like kind of like girl chit chatty. It's like, oh yeah, but I feel like that's just like natural part of like two girls interacting. I don't know. Like I'm just thinking back to like when I've gotten like on what.
Andrew calls it women prattle.
Yeah, women prattle, exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to remember like when like me and my girlfriend went on a date with like another girl. It was like they were just like going back and forth for like an hour, and then I would just like eventually just throw in like a sex or penis joke and whatever. So yeah, okay. I mean, I don't really. Again, this is a little bit outside my area of expertise, evaluating two girls flirting. But yeah, my kind of gut feelings that start off really strong, and then kind of like went to like female prattle, but she's down. So I guess I don't really know what else I can add. Lindbergh, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying. The thing that like I actually had to go in like the middle of it because her dog barking in the background made both of my dogs bark. They could hear it through the speakers. Yeah, the thing that really stood out was that she said she liked masculine energy. So I feel like if you're able to display that masculine energy in some way, shape, or form, you're much more likely to make this happen. And especially as this, yeah.
Oh, I just think it's a calculated risk. Women, when they say that they are into masculine energy, to me, that means they're into both extremes. They're not into like the they thems. They're not into the like an androgynous man or a feminine man or a masculine woman. They tend to like women who are into extremely masculine men, from my experience, also tend to be into more feminine women.
Okay. Hey, that could be true. Typically, when I hear that, the first place where my mind jumps is that she prefers to be more submissive in the bedroom. There's like a way of communicating that. So that would be my suggestion. If I were you in your female body right now, that's what I would try to convey to her in some way, shape, or form when you meet up. That you're able to do that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, Chrissy with the CH, do you have anything to add?
For me, I'm too far from this women dating, unfortunately, so I cannot give any feedback.
All right,
thanks,
cool.
guys.
All right, Lauren.
Of course, that was fun.
Take it easy. All right, we got a full backstage. Let me see. So, Emmanuel and T Rich TV, I need both of you guys to show your face in the camera in the next 15 seconds if you want to get on. Actually, sorry, Emmanuel and Famous. Okay, Emmanuel, I see you. Give me 2 fingers. Okay, you're a real person. I'm gonna bring you on. Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yes. So you said you want to go on date with Chrissy with a CH?
Yeah.
Famous, I see you backstage now. He kind of beat you to it, but don't worry, I'll get you on in like 10 minutes or something like that. So just hang in there. Okay, I'm gonna take everybody else off.
Hey,
Hello.
how are you?
Amazing, you?
I'm great.
Okay.
You have amazing lips.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you a good kisser?
Yeah, I guess so. Why? You asking?
Because my ex-girlfriend was from Warsaw, Poland.
Okay. Well, I'm different than Polish girls.
Yeah, and right now she's working in Milan, you know?
Hmm. Okay.
Have you ever been here in Italy?
Yeah, I've been like 10 times already. I like pizza and pasta. It's my favorite food.
What?
Yeah, I'm saying that pizza and pasta are my favorite food, so I go pretty often.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, yeah, they're very good. They're very good. What is your favorite pizza?
I like just prosciutto. Simple. Nothing special.
Okay, okay.
What do you think about pizza with pineapple? Is it dangerous for you?
No, no, it's bad. It's disgusting. Yeah.
Got you.
And so, what do you do in life?
I actually take photos of guys.
Okay, you're a photographer.
Yes, I am. And you?
I help guys to they get better in bed.
Oh, you help this.
Yeah, I have a business in Italy
Hmm.
to get
Okay,
better
interesting.
in bed with women, you know?
Mhm. Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
How's your business going?
amazing, but I'm full right now because there are a lot of men that they are not what to do in bed.
Hmm. Interesting. What are you teaching them?
How to give a woman multiple orgasms.
Oh, do you know how to do it?
Yeah, and yeah, I love it. And how how much orgasm did you have in the past in one session?
What do you mean for the session? What?
How many orgasms did you
What?
have in one session?
That's a weird question. I mean, we just met.
Yeah, of course. You don't judge, right?
I mean, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say to you this.
Okay, okay. Because I thought that you are open-minded.
I am, but like, come on, not to speak about this
Oh, okay,
online right
okay,
now.
okay. No, because we are in 2023, and I thought speaking about sexism is normal, right?
Yeah, that's pretty normal when like you feel comfortable with a person, you know them a bit, and you want to actually share this information.
Yeah, of course. I totally understand. But it's like I know you from a lifetime.
Oh yeah, why is that?
Yeah, because you are very feminine.
Okay, so what does it
But
say?
it's your fault.
My fault?
Yeah, your fault.
What do you mean?
I had to come in this live stream because I was on YouTube, right? So I had to come
Hmm.
because you polarize dominant men.
Okay, interesting.
All right. That was an interesting one. So, I guess let me start off like this. Emmanuel, what would you personally like rate the speed date 1 through 10? Just if you're like being brutally honest.
What I rate?
Yeah, like how do you think it went in your mind?
Uh, 7.5,
Okay.
7.5.
Okay. Chrissy, would you go on a date with Emmanuel?
Definitely no.
Okay. What do you think he could have done better?
I mean, first of all, weird questions. Like, if he would come to me on the street, let's say, and would start asking me this, I would be like, okay, I need to run away. Like, I'm late for my meeting. Like, why would I answer total strangers how many cousins I have? Like, what's going on? And a lot of spaces that I was like, okay, I need to bring in something because otherwise it's too weird. Like, I mean, if it would be in real life, I would run already, but like, I cannot do it here. So I was like, okay, I need to ask something to not make it awkward for both of us. And yeah, I mean, overall, it was just difficult. And yeah, I mean, I'm out of the words.
Okay. Yeah. So just to kind of reiterate some things, it did get awkward really fast, like right off the bat. You do need to have like some backup questions you can ask. There's nothing wrong with having occasional moments of silence, but that's not like in the beginning of the day. That's more like when you're already like an hour in, you can have a little bit of like, like maybe 5 seconds. But yeah, because the problem is that if you run out of things to say, the girl feels like she has to carry the conversation and she has to say stuff because most women hate uncomfortable, like awkward silences, especially in the beginning. And if she has to do that, that's like a turnoff for her because girls prefer not to have to do that. They want the conversation to be like no work on their part where they can just chill, right? And just enjoy the moment. You definitely went sexual way too fast. Also, with an Eastern European girl, you have to go even slower than you would, for example, with an American girl. But even for an American girl, that would probably be like too fast, too out of the blue. It felt like you were reading a script, kind of. Like there was like certain lines you're trying to get in here. So yeah, I would say all those things are probably the my biggest, I guess, criticisms, so as to speak. Lindbergh, you got anything?
Yeah, exactly. So the entire ex-girlfriend thing in the beginning just doesn't sound believable because it sounds like you're just like creating that story on the spot based on the information that she has given you. You sound very you sound monotone basically throughout almost the entire interaction. I would say maybe 5% you don't sound monotone. Belarusians, Polish, and Ukrainians, they don't like being compared to each other. They really do not like that. Better in bed with women, it sounded like you needed to clarify that you're not helping gay guys get better in bed. Maybe to me comes across as that you're either sleepy or you're reading off of your computer.
No, it's the language, better language.
It's the language. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Look, like asking a girl how many orgasms she's had, I think it is an incredibly good thing to do if you lead up to it properly. Like there has to be the proper build up to it. It has to be asked with the perfect timing. It's not the easiest thing to pull off and to actually make something happen from it. But if you get really good at that, like you can have an endless amount of pulls, just boom, 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 not a problem whatsoever. But the way you're building up to it, it is just way too abrupt and random and before you have attraction. So you're obviously going to get the response that she gave you. But if we put this in another scenario where you have attraction and she's relaxed around you, like you have actual genuine sexual attraction. It's like, wow, okay, I could consider fucking this guy. And then you ask this question, she's not going to be like, I don't talk about those things. She's going to be much more open. She's probably even going to give you opportunities to display some value there. She could be like, oh, like usually I have none, because then she knows that you're going to lead along with speaking very confidently about orgasms, which is going to benefit her in the end. But that's only if you actually get to that point in the interaction. Overall, it feels like this is how I perceive it, that she thinks many of the things that you're saying are random and just completely out of nowhere. And I could actually see on her face that she decided very early already. So I feel like what you did after like the first quarter of the interaction didn't even really matter anymore because she had already decided.
Okay. Christy with a K, do you have anything to add?
I completely agree. I mean, I actually thought it was like pretty funny to watch, but I feel like if I were in the position of Chrissy, I would feel super uncomfortable.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, Emmanuel, thanks for coming on. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was an interesting one. All right, let's see.
Weird.
My man Marco, what's up?
Going on? Can you hear me?
Yo, yo, yo.
Yep. All right, so you said you want to go with Christy with a K?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. You got a tough act to follow, man.
All right. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. So I just want to ask you, have you ever done any of these like speed dating things before, or like?
This is my first speed dating.
Okay, so we're both popping our cherries on this.
Okay, yeah. So what made you do it tonight?
I'm actually pretty cool with Alex, and I always see that he's doing this stuff, so I figured might as well just hop on for shits and giggles. Why not?
Yeah, I felt like, I'm just gonna wing it.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of go into things not really like expecting much, so always trying to make the best of the moment. So I know you said you live in Miami. Always some crazy shit going on over there. So going from, speed date, so real dates, what's like the craziest thing some dude has ever done on a date with you over there?
Oh my God. A date in Miami or just a date in real life?
A date in Miami, because I hear people in Miami are crazy.
I haven't been on that many Miami dates, to be honest, because I had a boyfriend the majority of the time I lived in Miami, and I've been single for 6 months, but I haven't been on like a ton of dates.
Okay.
But I've definitely been on some crazy dates in the past. Like when I was in New York, I went on a date with the Trump Secret Service man. And
oh shit.
And he kept taking selfies of us like on the first date and sending them to his mom. And it was just like kind of weird because like, why are you showing your mom me? Like we don't even know each other. And then he told me that he actually can't have children. So it was just kind of like too much all at once.
That probably really made you think like, oh fuck, like I don't know if I could really see
a future.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like make me like kind of like interested in you and then tell me that. Like maybe like a third date thing.
Fuck, I wasn't good. So you said you've been single for 6 months?
Yeah.
And I know that's not a long time, but what do you think is like, what do you think are things that are keeping you single?
I mean, I feel like I'm definitely ready to be in a relationship now, but I don't think I'm not like the type of person that just rushes into like back-to-back relationships. Like I like my alone time and I like need it a little bit. Like I think it'd be unhealthy to just go straight into a new relationship.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I'm also like super picky. Like I want to find like my person, but I don't want to just settle down just because I don't want to be alone. Like I really want to make sure I have like an emotional connection and I like see them like with a future. I don't want just a boyfriend. I want it to like turn into something.
Okay. What would you say are like, so since you're very picky, what are your turn ons and turn offs with a guy, like physically and mentally, mentality wise?
They definitely have to be funny.
Okay.
They have to be Republican. Who's your for?
So if they're a Biden supporter, it's not happening.
I can't date someone I think is dumb.
What if they're like a 10 out of 10 looks wise and everything,
no.
but they're a Biden supporter and they're smart, but they just don't like Trump?
Are you a Biden supporter?
No, I'm not. I'm like the most Republican dude you'll ever meet.
Thank God. Then
no, I don't swing that way.
I can't. Like I want to be sexually attracted to someone, but intelligence is way more important, and I can't raise my kids with a Democrat as the leader of the household.
Okay. You kind of look tall. I know it's kind of hard to say, like for me to say that, but I have a feeling that you're tall.
How tall do you think I am?
I want to say you're like 5'8", 5'9". For a girl, that's pretty tall.
I'm 5'4".
Oh shit.
But I have really good posture because I used to be Pilates instructor.
Okay, so you can wear heels on our date. So that's a check, because for me, like I'm like 5'7", 5'8", because for me, I need to be like looking down at a girl, because if I'm like looking up, that's going to turn me off. Then that'll probably turn you off too, if a dude is shorter than you.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like
what's your favorite food?
I have a lot of them, but probably if I had to pick one, oysters.
Oysters. Okay, so I'm planning on moving to Miami maybe in like a year once I'm done where I'm currently at with work and stuff. So I'm planning on moving down there. So I'm gonna expect you to be showing me around the good places and.
Do you like oysters?
I'm not picky when it comes to food. I'll eat anything.
Okay,
I like
what's your favorite food?
Sushi for sure, 100%.
Okay, I like sushi, but I like sashimi better than actual sushi.
Okay, so where are you gonna take me when I go?
For sushi?
Yeah.
Probably paperfish.
Okay, so first date secured at Paperfish.
But why aren't we getting oysters?
What's that?
Why wouldn't we get my favorite food for our first date?
Because Trump said you have to eat oysters to stick it to the dirty dens. That's a big thing. All right, so Christy, would you go on a date with Marco?
Yes.
Would it be romantic or platonic?
I don't know if it'd be romantic, but I would like give him a chance to see how it went. So I guess like platonic, just like see where it went, see if it was good or not.
But would there be a potential for it to be romantic?
If the conversation went well and there was like banter and like we had things in common, I would like go on a second date.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think you did pretty decently overall. As far as like all the guys who've been on, you probably did the best so far. You're very socially caliber. You can keep conversation going. I would say though that you could definitely build more sexual tension.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough because you have 5 minutes, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, like she was talking about, like you did handle the politics thing well. I think a lot of people would make the mistake of just like logically, because well, let me tell you 3 reasons why Trump is not a good president. You know, like which is fine for a debate, but not really ideal for a date. You know, like I might even like when she said that, I'd be like, oh no, yeah, don't worry, I love grabbing things, but I don't know, like I might like throw in a joke about the pussy grabbing. I'd be like, don't worry, Chrissy, I fucking hate Biden. I will grab him by the pussy. I don't know, something along the lines of that. I just throw in that joke. Even though it doesn't really make sense, but you get the point.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, so
I would have loved that.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing, honestly, is that just more sexual tension and flirting would have made the difference between a potential romantic, maybe, and like a yes, romantic. But that's basically what I have on my end. Lindbergh?
Yeah, many good points there. I do agree, especially with the part of you being socially caliber, and I feel like that actually like really stood out, and I think it's an amazing thing. You sound confident. I think that's all good. I actually really like the questions that you're starting off with. It's really good to ask girls about their experience with other guys because it's going to tell you how the other guys fucked up and what you value. I think that's very good. It's very smart. Things that are keeping you single. You ask this question too. This question could be good, but it could also backfire for this reason. It could backfire depending on what you want. If you want something casual, then I wouldn't ask this question because now you're assuming that she wants a serious relationship.
Okay.
If you want something casual, then this could backfire because now it could sound like you're aiming to get her into a serious relationship, which could sort of shift her behavior to act in a way that wouldn't lead to like a, let's say, one-night stand or whatever, because she could feel like, oh, this is what she wants, this is what he wants. I don't want him to think I'm this or that, whatever. It could essentially shut off that behavior because you framed it that way. Sure. Turn-ons and turn-offs is a great question. And I feel like my initial guess was that she was actually going to mention masculine energy straight out, but she did it in another way. She said he has to be Republican. I feel like that is exactly what she's saying. She's just saying that I don't want some like woke faggot. Like that's what she's saying. Much. She wants like a masculine dominant guy, like long story short. Mm-hmm. She even says like, well, I need to be sexually attracted to him. So you could actually follow that up with, I actually have a very good idea of what you will be sexually attracted to. And then you start talking about the masculine energy. She mentioned this before, you expand on it. You highlight how most guys these days, they completely lack this quality, especially in America in 2023, because of Biden, of course, because of all the Democrats, and then display that you have these qualities.
Okay.
And you could also compliment her on her amazing feminine energy. And because of her feminine energy, you know that you're going to get along incredibly well because those are the women that you always date. Don't ask her where she will take you. She wants masculine energy.
Right. Okay.
Christy, I heard you. I heard you're my biggest supporter. I just want to tell you that I'm having a little party, and just you invited. Okay, it's gonna be a good time. No Biden. Yeah. What he said to the end, I was actually meaning to say that. I forgot. But yeah, don't. I think he kind of went a little too far with like, oh, where are you gonna take me, right? Because it kind of puts her in like the kind of like the role of the man, right? She has to like lead and stuff like that. So yeah, I would just be like, all right, cool. So when we get to Miami, we can go blah 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 blah. But I've honestly never been a big fan of the like the setting up like hard plans 5 minutes into the conversation. Like when I get to Miami, I would be a little bit more subtle about it. Be like, oh, cool, I'm coming to Miami, blah blah. Maybe we can link up in real life and like probably leave it at that.
Okay.
But yeah, cool. Chrissy, do you have anything to add with the CH?
I would just say that it was pretty smooth, like compared to my last date. But yeah, like it would be great to talk with such vibes. Let's say it felt pretty masculine, so that's what I like. And the only thing I didn't like is our guys already mentioned is like where you taking me, because I would be like, okay, I'm not sure I should go now, because it's like as if I invite you. Like for me, it would be a bit of turn off right away. But other than that, the conversation was very smooth, and it felt like I didn't need to think what to talk with you about. It would be just easy on my side, so it would be nice.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Cool. All right, awesome. Thank you, Marco. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'll see it.
All right, next we got my man Andy. What's up, buddy?
Hello. How are you guys?
On. All right, Andy. You said you were going to do both girls.
Yes, I will.
Let's see what happens. I'm taking me.
I had to do both. Two blonde, beautiful girls, and one of them is a photographer, which I am a photographer as well, and the other girl is a New Jersey girl from Miami. Well, from New Jersey, but you live in Miami, so
Yeah.
two girls. I'm trying to stay away from Miami girls. I'm trying to be a good church boy, so I'm trying to. You guys, yes, yeah. I mean, you're not. I wouldn't consider you a Miami girl. You're a Republican, first of all, so that's a plus. Five
Yeah.
good things.
Well, it's a red state, so.
It's yeah, exactly. So but you got you. It looks like you have your head in a good place. So you guys are my salvation. Please save me from these Miami girls. Okay, so I have a couple of questions for you guys. For Christy with a K first, what's Pilates? Okay, what is that, like extreme yoga? What is that?
You don't know what Pilates is?
No, I have an idea, but I've never done it.
Okay, well, no, it's not yoga. It's a full body workout that works on proper posture and alignment, but we don't do poses. We do exercises that consist of using your own body resistance. And we have all different equipment and stuff, but you could also just do mat Pilates.
So it's like slow calisthenics, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. I don't want to like take up too much time, but because I could talk about it all day. But yeah,
like a 20-second.
It's all about like your core first and foremost. And then,
Okay. That's cool. I like to try that out.
You should. It's literally the best workout ever. Like, and it's so fun.
Challenge accepted. Okay, Chrissy with a CH, I have a question for you. What made you, because I'm also a photographer, what made you want to get into this? And what's your, I think you said that you shoot guys, hopefully not with a gun, just kidding. But yeah, what made you want to do this?
I don't know. I think like 4 years ago when I was single, I just moved to Poland and I saw how horrible guys out there. And I was like, damn, I will never find a man. And I was like, I need to change this world because I feel like without me, it will be trouble. And even now I see like it's an issue here, but at least I'm changing the world step by step. So I'm happy about it. What about
That's
you?
good.
Why did you become a photographer?
Well, just like you, I'm single and I wanted to sleep with every single girl. And I'm like, hey, I'm a photographer. I'm just kidding. I'm not. No, I wanted to help guys. I wanted to help guys. Now my new thing is, you know how guys do the fish picture, right, on Tinder or like dating apps?
Mm-hmm.
I do that with girls. Now I take pictures of girls. They do the sexy bikini pictures, but then I'm like, look, just hold up a fish. It's my own personal, just kind of like irony, you know. I do stupid things for the comedic turnout, I guess.
I
But
see.
yeah. So
Well,
how old are you guys? I don't think I heard.
I'm 33.
33. Wow, you don't look
I'm
33.
23.
23. Okay, 10
How old are
years.
you?
I'm right in the middle. We make we make a
That's
dangerous trio. I'm 28.
Okay.
So 23, 28, 33. That's perfect. All right. And Chrissy with a K. I know you said you like to your dog's favorite place is the beach. I don't have a dog, but I will steal one so we can both go on a dog beach date.
I
Okay,
actually have 2 dogs, so you don't need to steal one. We could each walk
perfect.
one. Yeah.
Perfect. We will share the dogs. I will take the more aggressive one just because I like
Okay,
a
so
little
that's
tiny.
actually the tiny one.
It's always the little tiny ones. They're little. I like them and I love them. I mean, I like them and I hate them because I like sometimes you want to kick them because they're so tiny. But
Oh, I don't ever want to kick my dog. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna let you walk it now.
don't worry, I'm only gonna kick it if it starts barking.
Okay, I'm definitely not gonna let you walk it now. So
Don't worry, don't worry. No, no need to
you
call
can
animal
just steal a
control.
dog and I'll just walk mine.
All right, don't worry. No, don't worry. I'm not gonna kick any dogs. I'm only gonna steal them. Oh, you're right. Well, I'll steal one just for fun. Fuck it. And what about you, Chrissy, with a CH? Do you have any pets? Fish?
Yeah,
Or
I have a dog as well, but not here.
am I the only person in this world without a dog?
Yeah.
I guess so. Sorry for you.
I'm gonna need to get a fish or something.
You can start with that. They have a memory for 2 seconds, so you can tell the secrets to the fish.
Yeah, I'll tell them the secrets. He will forget how ugly I am as soon as I turn around. You know, he'll look back. I'll scare him all day long. And Christy with a K question: what's your favorite spot in Miami?
Oh well, I mean, I have a lot of favorite spots, but I really like going to the burlesque show at Fina.
All right.
Cool.
So let's go one by one. Speaking of dogs, my dog is staring at the screen furiously. Kirsty with a K. Would you go on a date with Andy?
No.
Okay. Christy with a C.
In the beginning, I thought yes, but then there were some like I don't know. In the speech, I noticed some stuff that I made maybe turn off. For example, saying, "Oh, my fish will forget how ugly I am." I'm like, okay, low self-esteem. That's a bit not like masculine. So this would be already turn off for me. But I mean, in the beginning, everything was nice. There was jokes, so it felt like cool atmosphere. I was laughing. I think a lot of guys are lacking the jokes part, which is for me, for example, is very important. I want to feel like it's fun date. I don't waste my time. But once I feel like there's at least something about self-esteem, I'm like, nah, I don't want to be here, you know, like, but other than that, it would be fine.
Was there anything else that he said besides the because I'm so ugly thing that you thought was a turn off?
No, for me, everything was fine. It just, I mean, I really like the jokes part, but I think it's just, for me, I'm like, okay, it's like, I don't know, it's like, not a red flag, but how to say, I notice these things a lot, and I'm like, not sure. I mean, I could think, but it's already in my mind. It's made my mind somehow.
Christy with a K. Do you think that there's anything? What do you think you could have done better?
Not kick
I
her dog.
didn't like that he was talking about kicking my dog. I'm stealing dogs. He's just not nice to dogs.
You're not that Republican.
No, I am. We don't kick dogs or steal them.
Actually, Christy, I'm changing the rules for being a Republican. Okay, we grab the dogs by the pussy. No, yeah, Andy. So yeah, that's as a dog owner, if I heard that, I mean, it's obvious you're kidding, but at the same time, they'll just like rub people the wrong way. I definitely would not say anything about kicking dogs. That's just like it's just gonna rub every single dog owner the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's like good and bad parts. Obviously, it's a lot harder to do 2-on-1. You know, so but I do think you kept the combo going, but it seemed like you were a little like almost too fast paced. Like you were kind of like you felt like you were trying to like really like rush to get through everything.
Well, yeah, because I barely have time, so I'm like, oh, like I want to know more about like each of them. So I'm like, But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but it's more about quality rather than quantity. You know, it's not like, you know, if you get through like 5 questions, then you get a yes. It's more about quality. It's more about vibes. How you know how what's it called? How the girl feels at the end of the speed date. Lindbergh, what do you got?
Yes, that's all very good feedback. The thing with the dog is so fucking true though, and I didn't realize this until I got them myself. That speaking about someone's dog is really like speaking about someone's child. Like it's actually very, very similar. It's incredibly similar. So that's like a way you can think about it. What I felt like was that you actually started off like very strong, very confident. I'm like, okay, like fight, it's gonna be good. With these two girls specifically, based on like their personalities and everything, I wouldn't take the risk of doing like the good church boy joke with a girl who said out loud that she will only date a Republican and values masculine energy. I just feel like there is a big incongruency between those. Even if it's a joke, we don't need to plant that picture in her mind. Also, I know Chris in real life, so I know that's also going to apply to her. That's probably okay with most American girls, though, to be fair. It's just like with these two, I definitely wouldn't. Everyone else said as well, you need to slow down and chill a bit. I also feel like a lot of times you're saying like, just kidding, before the joke has even landed, which just sounds like you're not very confident in your joke that it's going to be received well. So you're kind of preempting it. Overall, it sounds and it feels platonic, which is like, okay, you're only like 3 minutes into a conversation, but at some point you do need to address that or change that. And Krista made a very good point about the goldfish thing, and you said something about forget I'm ugly. So there were actually like multiple things that could be interpreted as low self-esteem. There's actually something very important. I feel like that's something that's going to turn pretty much every girl off. That's not like a personality thing. It's like every girl's gonna not like that. You haven't mentioned many things about yourself, even 5 minutes in. The only thing I really know about you is that you're a photographer. Maybe you mentioned other things, but they didn't really stick, right? You can have a lot of interactions where you read off an entire fucking list of things about yourself, but the girl only really like remembers a couple of things. So you need to actually sort of plan that out. Like, what am I going to tell her that is going to like influence the way she values and perceives me the most? I think that is super important. This is something everyone should do, because something you need to do like maybe just a couple of times. We're going to use it in literally every single interaction.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. My humor is very like ironic. It's very like, I don't know. It's more like self-amusement, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I learned to joke about people's dogs. Won't be doing that.
For sure. It's just a lot of the jokes, I think they could come across a bit childish. And I think that could also be a turn off to some girls. Some girls are going to like it, of course, obviously, especially if they are a little bit younger. But, you know, Eastern European girl, and you have her, I don't think those jokes are going to land very well.
All right, cool. Andy, thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you.
Awesome, man. Good job.
All right.
Take care.
All right. Love that dude. It's a good dude. Ladies, if you met a guy your age and he checks all your boxes, but he tells you that he's never been in a serious relationship before, is that a deal breaker? What do you guys think, the Chrissies?
Not for me. It's not a deal breaker.
What about for you, Chrissy?
I mean, usually the guys I would date, they would have a relationship, but I don't care. Like, as long as it's fine for me. But usually it wouldn't be a case, because I think I usually date older men, and they usually had some relationships before. So, but if it's no, I don't care, as long as it matches my whatever I want.
Cool. All right. So, Science Monk, give me 2 fingers so I know that's the real you. Okay, cool. Bringing you on. Hello.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. All right. So you said you want to do Chrissy with a CH, right?
Yep, that is correct.
All right. I'm going to take everybody else off.
So, hey, how's the dates going so far? Do you like it? Are you having fun?
Yeah, so much fun. You having fun watching it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm on the edge of my seat in every single date. It's like the most thrilling thing of all time. So you're from Belarus. Are you currently in Belarus? I can't remember if you said that or not.
Nah, I'm in Poland right now. What about you?
Poland? Oh, okay.
You
Oh,
don't
I
know
live
where
in
is that?
Arkansas. What's that? Yeah, I know where Poland is. I know where Poland is.
Okay.
I'm in Arkansas, but I was actually born in Hungary. My parents
Oh,
were
okay.
missionaries there, but I left when I was like 8. So I was basically raised in Massachusetts. But
Uh-huh.
basically, I was an electrician on C-130s for the Air Force for a little while, and now I'm an electrical engineering student.
Mhm.
So that's pretty much what I'm doing now. What do you do like for your work?
Yeah, I take photos of men for like Tinder and stuff.
Right, nice. That's something I could probably recruit your assistance for, actually. I need to
Um,
update my Tinder profile pictures sometime soon.
oh, really?
Yes,
You want
yes,
to
I do.
find a girlfriend or?
Yeah, yeah. Well, more than anything else, I probably just need like general advice on taking pictures and whatnot.
I
But
see.
are you just in the Tinder market, or are you willing to expand to like other platforms,
Like what?
like like just anything else, anything other than Tinder?
I'm I'm doing Instagram and everything else, personal brand, whatever the
Okay,
client needs
okay, that
to
makes
save
sense.
their life.
Yes, yes. That's very useful. You need good pictures. Good pictures of yourself are very that kind of it's always the first impression that's the most important.
Yeah, it's like a
But
marketing.
yes, yes. But how do you like Poland? Why did you go from Belarus to Poland exactly?
Because it was the easiest country to move in Europe. It's pretty hard for us to move somewhere, so it was like my only option.
Right,
For I mean, then with the time I started to like it. So I guess here is fine for now, but I think I will move out at some point. It's like not for forever, I guess. There's
right,
certain
right,
things I don't really like, but yeah.
right. Do you ever plan on coming to the States or anything?
I mean, I'm open to it. I just don't plan it for. I used to live in States before, so I
Right.
have
Oh, where'd you live?
experience. But New Jersey.
New
But
Jersey.
I noticed some things that it was, for example, food is too fat for me. I don't know,
Yes, the
just
food is too fat. Luckily I know how to cook. It's it's kind of a guy diet. Like I'll cook steak and broccoli and stuff like that, but it's better than cheeseburgers and French fries. So you'll
okay.
definitely be able to eat healthy if you stay with me. Do you cook?
I prefer to bake, to be honest. I'm not the perfect
Baking.
cooker, and you cook, yeah?
Yeah, but it's like basic meal preparation stuff. It's nothing
Mm,
it's
okay,
nothing
cool.
fancy.
Well, that's
Um,
fine. That's fine. It's for women. It's already nice when the men can cook for them something nice,
right.
romantic and stuff.
What do you bake?
Cakes.
Cakes. So you're worried about how unhealthy cheeseburgers are, but you're not worried about how unhealthy cakes are? Sugars and
No,
carbs?
I'll tell
That's a
you a
little
secret.
hypocritical, Chrissy.
It's like the cake goes to your heart, not to your stomach, so it's fine. That's
Wow.
how I melt hearts of the guys, as well. It's my secret strategy.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's it's a little hypocritical, but I'll give you a pass on it. It is good to have a lady who knows how to bake. That's always good every once in a while. Um,
Yeah, I just feel like,
Uh,
as girls, we want to make men show appreciations to men. We have a saying that way too hard to man goes lays through his stomach. So, that's our secret
right.
strategy in Eastern Europe. Not sure how it's in America, but here it's like that.
Oh, it'll work. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah.
It'll definitely be very effective.
Do
Yes.
girls in America cook often?
Uh, I don't know. Some of them do, but like it's not as common anymore. Uh I do come from kind of a religious background, so there are a lot of women there who cook, but outside like the average American lady, I don't think she doesn't really know how to cook much. Like I was in a relationship a couple of years ago and she didn't really have a much of a she didn't have a very diverse repertoire of things she knew how to cook. Uh, so
All right. Chrissy with a CH, would you go on a date with Science Monk?
Yeah, I would give him a chance.
Would it be romantic or platonic?
I think we start platonic, but there is a chance it could be romantic. I mean, depends on his cooking skills.
Okay.
I mean, depends how he would handle this dinner. Like, I feel there is a potential, but it really, really depends how it goes after. Like right now, I don't know yet, but I feel it could be a potential.
Okay. What do you think you could have done better?
I mean, everything was fine to me. Like he seemed confident, and that's what I like. I didn't feel any awkward, and I mean, that was pretty normal conversation, which we're lucky nowadays. Like there was nothing maybe too like, you know, maybe more sexualizing and stuff, like which would imply a romantic date. That's why I'm saying it could be platonic because I didn't feel any like this kind of vibes. But yeah, I would just add maybe some jokes about maybe or something about the date or something, you know, to make it look like it would be a date, not just a friends like going or something. But overall, it was fine for me.
Yeah, Science, you did better than you usually do. I think it picked up. So it started off like really logical and slow, but then it kind of picked up a little bit. I will say that, which is good. If anything, it should go in this direction, not the other direction. I still think that it's still way too logical. You can still be way more playful and flirty and build sexual tension, which is kind of what Chrissy was hinting at. But yeah, that's basically my feedback. Limbert?
Yes. So it would be good if you actually made more eye contact with the camera, because I feel like many times you're saying certain things, you're like looking down as you're saying them. So even though obviously like this is over video, but you know, body language is still going to be very important there. This is obviously you hopefully wouldn't do that in person, so you shouldn't do that over here either. Also, I feel like having like the kind of gamer headset with the mic out, I just feel like it doesn't create the best first impression. I'm sure there's something that you could wear that could look better.
Well, I could wear my Bluetooth headphones, but they always get messed. They're well,
Even like
actually, right
AirPods.
now they're dead, and I can't
Yeah.
find the charger for them. So I'm kind of
Yeah.
stuck with these, which
Yeah.
are like they're not even real. Like
it is what it is. But like even AirPods or anything, it will look much
Yeah.
better because it looks less basementy. Let's put it that way. It looks less basementy.
I'll have to make sure I'm ready next time with the
Yeah, of course,
charged.
of course. Also, like you know, being like freshly trimmed and everything is super important. You were talking about your job. You mentioned like a C-130. I have no idea what that is. Probably
Yeah, that's an
Chrissy
aircraft.
doesn't know. Actually, maybe she might know. I shouldn't make assumptions here. Maybe she's an expert on that. But you know,
I should just say airplanes because that's what it is.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it sounds like it could be something like very badass. So you need to find a way to make it sound as exciting as it probably is. You know, like the entire interaction, kind of like what Chrissy said, it lacked that sexual tension, right? And I feel that is actually like a very important thing, that you find a way to sexualize these interactions, even if it's early. The earlier you do it, the smoother you have to be, by the way. But there's like a lot of interview questions. You're missing that banter that Christy with Kay were talking about earlier, like that emotional like back and forth. It just sounded like very logical, very monotone, and sometimes you're in your voice, in your tonality, you don't sound that confident. Christy, you don't cook? Like that was like the most surprising thing about this entire interaction. Like she doesn't cook.
I cook basic,
I couldn't
but
believe
not
that when I
like
heard it.
restaurant meals.
Yeah, of course.
Chrissy, you don't cook some borscht? Okay.
I cook. Don't worry.
Oh, you cook the borscht, right? That's good.
Not
Chris,
always want to cook.
I have one more thing. Just one more thing. Most people, they won't like being called a hypocrite, even if it's a joke, because it really does sound like an insult. That's what it would sound like to me, at least. It could be taken wrong, and you always in every like social interaction, you always need to take the other person's ego into consideration. And if it is something that they could actually like get defensive to, then you're better off not saying it.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Right.
Christy with a K, do you have anything to add?
I completely agree with the hypocrite thing. That kind of like made me be like, I can't believe he just said that because he wants her to like him. But yeah, like when she was like talking about baking and she's like, you cook, right? And then you kind of like took it back and you're like, well, just basic meal prep things. And that wasn't confident. And you should have been like, yeah, we're the perfect match. I'll make us dinner, you make us dessert. And you could have just like made it like flirty and like more like of a coupley thing.
All right. Cool. All right, Science. Thanks for coming on. We'll see you next time, buddy.
Thank you.
See you, bro.
All right, Daniel, give me 2 fingers. Okay, cool. Real person, bring him on.
Hey guys, what's up?
What's going on? All right, so you said you want to go on a date with Christy with a K?
Yep, that's right.
All right, cool. We'll take everybody else off. We're going to go for another 15 minutes, guys, 20 minutes. So if you want to get on, you better get on now. Okay, anyway, I'm going to take everybody.
Hey Christy, how you doing?
Hey Daniel, how are you?
I'm good. So I don't know if you can tell, but my accent, can you guess where it's from?
I'm not great with accents, but London.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. But tell me though, you've been to London before.
I haven't. I actually really want to go, and I actually have like joked about with my friends, like maybe my husband lives there, but I've never been.
Who knows? Maybe he's right in front of you right now.
Maybe.
But,
I mean, I don't know.
trust me, if you come to London, if I were to compare London guys to American guys, we're definitely a lot better. Think of like James Bond compared to like cowboys.
Are you
That's basically
like
how we are.
James Bond?
Imagine if Idris Elba did James Bond. I sort of like to think that's how I am.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you've heard of Idris Elba. Have you heard of Idris Elba?
Of what?
Idris Elba, the actor.
No.
You never heard of him? If you've watched The Wire, not The Wire actually, different show. But anyway, so you're from New Jersey, but you moved to Miami. So tell me, why did you move to Miami?
Well, I actually moved to Nashville and then Miami, but I wanted to live in a red state. Ron DeSantis is the best governor. I wanted to live like I was on vacation every day and be in sunshine and near the water.
Definitely, because I actually went to Miami a few years ago, and not to sound cocky, but every time I open my mouth, you guys just love the accent. I don't know why, but I don't know why. Like American guys, they always love the UK accent, but at the same time, we always love the American accent because we always watch it on our TV shows. But tell me, like, if hearing my accent, how's it doing? How am I doing so far?
No, accents go like a long way. I think accents make people like a lot hotter. Like if someone's like not that tall but from London with an accent, I'm like, oh maybe. You know what I mean? Like it definitely like gives you an edge.
If someone's not that tall from London?
Yeah. I mean I don't think you're short, but I'm just giving like an example.
How tall do you
Like
think
if
I am?
someone like that you might pass because if they were just like from where you're from, but then they have an accent, you're like, well, maybe I'd give them a chance.
How tall do you think I am, though? Just
I
judging
don't
from
know.
voice.
I don't know. I feel like you're like 6 foot.
A bit more than that. I think you're
Okay.
5'4", right? I'm like a foot taller
Yeah.
than you, so you basically come
I
up to my
didn't
shoulder,
think
like
you
a little
were
munchkin.
short. I was just giving an example.
No, it's fine. I'm just joking, but yeah, no, I'd definitely love to come to Miami again. I think in the next, 6 months or so, I'd love to come because Miami's definitely the place we got the most beautiful girls. I mean, I'm talking to one right now. But tell me, I don't know, Chris, you feel like you give me like girl next door vibes. Like I feel like you go for Chads usually, but I feel like you need a Tyrone in your life. What do you think?
Did you just say you're talking to a Miami girl right now?
Well, you're not a Miami girl, but you're in Miami. I'm saying
No,
most of the
like right
beautiful
before
girls.
that. It sounded like you said you were talking to someone there, but anyway.
No, I mean I'm talking to one right now, but I wasn't before.
Okay. What was the question?
So I'm telling you, so you feel like you give me girl next door vibes, but at the same time, I feel like you usually go for Chads, but then at the same time, I feel like you might need a little bit of Tyrone's. Tell me. I don't know, you give me some Snow Bunny vibes.
I've never been with Tyrone's before, but it's an energy thing, so we'll see.
Okay.
I'm
I don't know
not
if you guys
putting
have the
anything
same.
off the table, but I wouldn't call them Chads, just blondes.
Fair enough. I mean, I was going to say something. So, we have this saying in the UK. I don't know if you guys have this saying, but it's very cliche. It's very cliche, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's once you go black, you never go back. I don't know if you guys have that. So,
Yeah, we do.
you know what? You might have that one Tyrone that will just change your life forever, and then you never go back to the blondes, as you say. But it might not be me,
I might. I
but it
don't
could be
know.
someone.
I just found out what a snow bunny was like 2 months ago. I had no clue.
I mean, there's different.
I've never heard that before 2 months ago.
I mean, there's different words. There's snow bunnies. There's night riders. You know, I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but yeah, definitely, you should definitely come to London, 100%. I mean, not only do I make a great tour guide, but I mean, London kind of explains itself. Think of New York, but different architecture, a bit older, and a very, very diverse range of people. So you definitely enjoy it, 100%.
When's like the best time to go?
I mean, to be honest, the London weather is pretty shit. Right now, it's like, we use Celsius. It's like 12 degrees. I don't know how you guys say that in Fahrenheit. But I'd say come in London around the summertime. It's pretty good. But definitely not during like December.
All right. So Christy with a K. How would you go on a date with Daniel?
No.
Okay. What do you think you could have done better?
I mean, I just feel like we weren't really vibing, and like, I don't know, like I wasn't really thinking anything of like the snow bunny thing. I was just like trying to have conversation. I thought that was kind of weird. But normally the accent would like help, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like there was like chemistry.
Yeah. So it did feel okay. So here's my feedback. It felt like you were seeking validation a bit, like asking her how she likes your voice. Like, you have a deep voice. That's cool, but you don't need to be like, so you like my deep voice? Yeah, it's good. It's good. You like it? Very deep, right? It's like a dude who has like a big cock, and he's like, oh, it's really big, right? It fits really well. You know, it's like kind of overkill. And it's like, okay, why does that guy need to logically explain to me about his voice? I would never use the word Chad or Tyrone when talking to a girl. This is like some cringe internet speak that should not be like discussed with a girl that you're trying to pursue. Girls just look at that and they're like, cringe. Snow bunny is a little bit more mainstream, but yeah, Chad, Tyrone, just I would avoid all that. But yeah, Lindbergh, what you got?
Awesome. Yeah, I agree with a lot of points there. Definitely, like your voice is like one of your biggest strengths, but you're already aware of that as you brought it up. That's a very good thing actually, and also like you're 6'4" or whatever you said. I believe you said 6'4". I think that is also going to be a big strength. I think you can definitely find less obvious ways to bring it up. Not that the way you brought it up was terrible or anything, but you could probably come up with something else. When she says that an accent makes someone hotter, you can go deeper into that topic rather than switching it to talking about your height. So a good follow-up could be like, okay, like which nationality do you think has the hottest accent? And then you can follow it up with something else, like depending on what she says. She did not like what you said about Miami girls, very clearly. Instead of complimenting her on her looks, I'd rather compliment her on something nothing like looks related, such as her feminine energy, which I feel like she would appreciate because earlier on she used the wording masculine energy. So she wouldn't be opposed to being called having good feminine energy. She may not be familiar with the entire like Chad Tyrone thing. That's kind of like a manosphere / incel kind of thing, like black pillars in the fucking chat. She's saying that she doesn't care about skin colors. She cares about the energy. Well, the way I interpret that really is what she's saying is she wants a dominant masculine guy, like long story short. He can be any color, like it's irrelevant. But she wants a guy who fits that behavior, which she also mentioned earlier with that, like he has to be a Republican. The snow bunny thing is kind of out of nowhere. I mean, it could have been received very well if she was like really like a snow bunny. Then she could be like, okay, well, fuck it, like I'll go with it. But like, why not? So it's a risk, right? And I think it's totally fine to take those risks. Really, it just didn't pay off this time. It would be good if you're gonna talk about these things, I feel like you should have a prepared response to if you're going to tell her why she would never go back after she goes black. I believe you said something like that. It's probably something that you're going to use in many interactions. So if I were you, I would actually sit down and create something that you could use over and over and over.
Yeah, you got to hit her with the Trump voice. Christy, I'm thinking about leaving Melania for you. She's getting a little too old. She's like in her 40s. I want you, Christy. We're gonna take the country back from Dirty Joe Biden. I had way too much fun doing that. All right, Daniel, thanks for coming on, buddy.
Cheers, guys.
See you, man.
That dude does have a very deep voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Puts my voice to shame, honestly.
Wish I had it.
But I feel like he's like almost like trying to like logically explain that. Like it would be like me, like, yeah, by the way, do you notice my blue eyes? They're very blue, right, Christy? Like, look at the blue, not common. You know, it's like he almost like goes a little too hard on it. All right, let's bring in Greg. We're going to do 2 more people. Greg will be one of them. Hello.
Yo, what up?
Hello, sir. All right, so you ready for your romantic date with Chrissy with a C?
Let's do it.
All right. Everybody else off?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, nothing. Just sitting on this podcast, you.
Yeah, just got here. So, are you from here originally?
From here is from where?
Like, okay, so I'm just gonna guess you're in Miami, right?
No, I'm in Poland.
Really? Wow.
Do you know where
I was off by like a good few thousand miles. So you're Polish, yeah?
No, I'm from Belarus.
Oh, Belarusian. Okay, cool. I'm Russian myself, but like for some reason I thought you were Polish.
No.
It's definitely the blonde hair.
Well, we have blonde hair in Belarus as well.
Yeah, and the blue eyes, right?
That's a must, I think, if you're Eastern European, yes.
It's a must-have checklist. You're like, blonde hair, check. Blue
Yes,
eyes,
definitely.
check. Okay. True Slav.
Exactly.
Well, it's a little hard to see, so I was like trying to see, does she have blue eyes? But I guess okay. Well, I like that, yeah.
Now you can
It
see.
lagged a little bit, but it's all good. I trust you. So, like, what do you look for in a guy?
You mean like what's my type?
Yeah, like, what's your type?
Oh, there's like 20 points or something. Should I just tell you this? But
Yeah.
if I make it short, it's just a guy who's masculine, who knows what he's doing in life. Like maybe like he has a name and he goes for it, very ambitious, because I'm ambitious and I need someone who's stronger than that. Otherwise, it feels like, I'm the man and I really don't want to feel this.
Yeah.
He's going to gym, takes good care of himself, and he's like he'll treat me nice, like, I don't know, flowers, nice dates, all this stuff. It's like if you make it short, yes. So that's like this. What about your type?
Yeah, you need like strong men to seductively whisper
Exactly.
Russian,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I like that. I want a girl who's like emotionally like intelligent, someone who can like keep a good conversation, and someone who definitely has goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like someone family person, right? Someone who like you can count on, and someone that's like close with their friends and family. I think that's like it's like a must have.
Yeah, I think it's nice. What else?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff, right? I feel like it's just like something that like Slavs understand is like we know exactly what we want, so it's like kind of like in our blood, right? Other than like vodka, but like we have like true traditional like values, like big family people, I think family is important. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I think it's the most important thing. Of course, I want to have a family in future. Like as a
gotcha.
traditional woman.
Yeah, traditional, right? So here, I'm gonna test you now. Let's see how traditional you are. So if we were to get married, how many kids will we have?
If we were to get married, or I
No, this is we. I'm not gonna have like an open marriage where you're gonna be, with other, just if we were to get married, like how many kids will we have?
I'm good starting with one and then see how it goes. I have a big family, 2 brothers. I saw how difficult it is, so just start with one. I'm not like planning 10 children.
Yeah. So I imagine you're pretty close with your family, right? Like your brothers.
Yeah, like we're close, I guess.
Do you like see them often?
Yeah, every 2 months I'm trying to go and see my family.
And I'm guessing they're in Belarus, right?
Say again?
Are they in Belarus?
Yes, yes, but it's like 4 hours from Warsaw, where I am, so it's not a problem.
Oh,
Go every 2 months. Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to like Poland. That's like on my bucket list. I'm still kind of like upset like I never got a chance to go.
Oh, definitely should visit you. Like you're in Miami, no?
I'm not actually. I'm in Philly.
Ah, okay, cool. I used to be there as well. Like
Wait, you
for a
used to
bit.
live in Philly?
Yeah, yes.
Really? Like whereabouts in Philly?
Uh, like I was not living there. I was just visiting some stuff. So
Yeah.
not living. I was
Yeah.
living in Jersey. So.
Yeah. Oh, Jersey, cool. You gotta come visit. We can have, a nice romantic date with a cheesesteak. You can't go wrong with a nice Philly cheesesteak, right?
Yeah, I tried that. I tried that.
Yeah. Or you're more of a pierogies type of girl.
I'm not more what?
Pierogies?
No, not this.
You don't like pierogies? Oh, come on.
It's okay.
Yeah, I can get the job done a little bit.
All right, Chrissy with a C. Would you go on a date with Greg?
I think if I compare to all previous dates I had, I would go more for this date. It was more like kind of romantic oriented. Like I can feel it would be a kind of a date more than just randomly asking questions, because he was implying like what's my type, so he wanted to know like what I would like, at least, So that was a good part, and it felt like there could be a connection. So yeah, it was pretty smooth. Like there was no awkwardness or like, okay, what to ask next or something like this. So I guess so.
I'm so proud of my button pushing monkey. Good job, man.
Hey.
I mean, you've heard my feedback a bazillion times, so I don't really even have anything new to add to that. One thing I will say is good job calibrating and going less sexual for like an Eastern European girl. That is good. I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to calibrate or not, but you did, and that's like I think what separates intermediate from advanced. I'm not saying you're like 100% advanced, but I'm just saying that's one big distinction is like intermediates. They will typically do like one size fits all type of approach, versus an advanced guy can start to modify his approach a little bit based on the girl he's talking to. So that's good that you're able to kind of start doing that. Lindbergh, do you have anything to add?
Yes, absolutely. So I tried to find like the feedback that I gave you last time, but the part that I do remember was that I thought you were funny as fuck. You flowed really well, and you sounded very confident and very charismatic. So there's really like just a couple of things that I would like to give you feedback on here. Like I feel like I'm being nitpicky, but I want to give you some things that you can consider later on for like strategic purposes. So instead of asking her what her type is, I'd assume things that I feel like she's going to be likely to agree with, and it's going to be different, like depending on every type of girl. I think I've made videos on it on our channel, but essentially my mindset is that I want to essentially assume that she likes qualities in guys that are going to be 100% beneficial for me to move the interaction forward. I made a lot of videos on that if you want to find examples, because I won't take too much time. Chrissy actually gave you a lot of good ones. So I feel like you got lucky there, because the girl could have given you like some really shitty responses. We could have set like a lot of negative frames, but she gave you some really good ones. I feel like you did actually like a really good job of telling her what you like in a girl, and she actually said the same thing. It's really good. So with an Eastern European girl, and like I've been living here since like the past like 3 years or so, I'd absolutely throw in the word submissive in that list, because they're incredibly likely to agree with it and even qualify on it. Like you will get them saying things like, "Yes, I am very submissive," and that's going to display a lot of things of value about you. Like if you have an understanding that she is submissive, and then you convey to her that you're dominant, then very, very likely she's going to feel like this is a very good match. But other than that, man, I think you did good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for the feedback.
Christy with a K, do you have anything to
add? Not really anything important. I thought it was overall good. I thought it flowed pretty naturally.
All right. Cool. All right, Greg, thanks for coming on. I'll see you later, man.
Thanks for having
Awesome.
me.
See ya.
Peace.
All right. Let's do the last person. This guy has said he's going to do a double date. So Fameless, let me see 2 fingers. Okay, cool. Let's bring you on. Just can't take any chances with the dick flashers. All right, let's unmute yourself, sir. Thame, you are muted, so we can't hear you.
Oh, what's up?
There we go. All right, that's much better. All right, cool. So you're gonna do a double date?
Yep, let's do it. It's a
All
little
right. You
crazy.
got this. You got this. You got this. All right, I'm gonna take everybody else off.
He said, "I got this, so I got this." Hello, ladies. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm doing good. You guys look amazing tonight, by the way. Got to say it. Where should we start off? Because I feel like we should start off with where you guys are from. This is difficult. I got two of y'all. This is crazy. But where y'all from? Or
I'm from New
where?
York and New Jersey, but I live in Miami now.
Oh,
Yeah, me,
okay,
I'm
you in
from
Jersey.
Belarus, and I live in Poland.
You live in where?
Poland, do you know where's that?
Oh, you said Poland. Sorry, my phone's a little low. But okay, that's sick. I never been there. That's some foreign stuff. But you guys are across each other, and I'm in New York. Like, what the heck is going on here? What? We're never gonna be able to make this happen. Crazy.
That's a closed mindset.
Hmm?
That's a closed mindset. You should be thinking, oh, how can I make it? Not like we cannot make it, you know?
Okay, you're right about that. All right, we'll see. We'll see where this goes. You know what I'm saying? Got 5 minutes, but we can make it happen. So when was the last time, Christy, were you in a relationship?
I got out of my last relationship about 6 months ago.
6 months? What about you, Chrissy? Yeah, you guys got the same name. I'm like Christy, Chris. It sounds like
Amazing.
My relationship finished like more than a month ago, a bit more. Yeah.
a month ago. Oh, damn, y'all just basically got out at the same time. I was in February. I got my last relationship. Wasn't really serious though. Were you guys like serious? I guess we go Christy first.
Yeah, we were officially together for a year, but like I had a lot of like history with him before that, so I would say
You're not hooked on him, right? Like he's not.
he's completely out of the picture now. Yeah, no,
Is it
we
lagging?
don't talk anymore. Did it freeze?
I think
Am I
the
back?
network is
Oh,
bad.
there we go.
What?
You
Okay, I'm
froze.
back. Don't worry.
Okay.
I died, but I came back to life.
Yes.
But so you said you were in. What was the question next? You said like 6 months or something like that.
We got out of I broke up with him 6 months ago, but we were dating officially for a year, but I knew him like for way longer than that.
Oh, okay. That's cool. What about you, Chrissy? Like serious?
I mean, I don't really want to talk about my past right now. That's like doesn't
Oh,
feel comfortable for me.
that's all good. Hopefully, we're moving past him though. But all right, nah. But like, damn, are you guys like party girls? Like, honestly, you guys look like you're more professional and stuff. Like, you look like you have a good job and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you guys like? What do you guys work as? I guess I'm about to say.
I feel like I kind of got my partying out of the way. Still go out sometimes, but considering living in Miami, I feel like I don't really go out nearly as much as most people do in Miami. But I just do podcasts, OnlyFans, just kind of chill, to be honest.
Well, I'm like, you cut out. Oh, my
I
shit
think
is
you have
lagging.
a bad connection.
Yeah, I think I got that McDonald connection is right. Pretty sure this is me. You know, you guys weren't lagging the whole time when I was watching. Could you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, y'all can hear me. All right, well, damn, bro, this is a fucking L. Oh, okay, so basically, I mean, I'm 20, but you guys are how old? You guys are like
I'm
20,
23.
like my fault. I gotta remember to ask one of y'all in Pacific. It's really
Yeah.
tough talking to two. 23, you said, and how old is Christy?
33.
Yo, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
No idea.
Alright. Did he drop out?
We lost the host.
The fuck? I'm gonna message him. I'll be back in just 1 minute.
What did you think about that date?
It was pretty weird. It's like very uncomfy, I would say.
Very what?
Uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
it
I
wasn't like a
understand
date.
that. What?
It wasn't like a date for me. It was like a question or like an interview or something. A bit weird.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I get that it's hard to do a double date because you're talking to two people, but it was really hard to even want to answer because I didn't know if you were going to start answering and I didn't want to speak over you, and he wasn't addressing us individually. So I was like, all right, am I supposed to talk first or second? But yeah, and him not having service didn't help either. I'll give him that as an excuse, but
Yeah, and you could say to whom he's addressing the question would be easier, I guess.
All right, there we go. I'm back. Shit froze real hard. Okay, so what was the verdict on that? So, Chrissy, start off with you with the CH. Would you go on a date with Fameless?
No, we already discussed. It was a bit like uncomfortable. It was like an interview or something, like just throwing questions. Didn't feel like any connection at all.
Christy with a K, same answer.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think the lag and the tech issues definitely didn't help. Lindbergh, did you give her feedback yet?
I think he was high.
I think he was just a little nervous, especially two girls is obviously a lot harder.
Okay, I thought he smoked weed.
I don't know.
He looked like he was stoned as fuck. I was gonna ask him what strain he was smoking.
Yeah, it seemed like he was chilling. Let me bring him on. Actually, you can ask him. Lindbergh wants to know if you were high as fuck. Hey.
Oh, I'm still live, by the way, but I'll hear the feedback. Like whatever feedback you have, I'll hear it.
No, Lindbergh was asking you if you were like if you like smoked a joint beforehand or you were like dead sober.
No, I drank a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But I'm also like, kind of, two girls. It's also two girls though, so it is like it's my first time
fair
doing
enough.
it.
It came across like he was smoked.
Two girls is tricky, and also combined with the lag issues and the fucking that fucking is a killer. But yeah, cool. Fame, honestly, with all the tech issues, I was like barely able to keep on, but I'll give you more detailed feedback next time you're on.
Yeah, I just want to say I have like 2 points of feedback really because it's so laggy. I think you're asking actually like really good questions. Like I'm a big fan of asking about previous experiences or previous relationships. I think is really great. So if this was in person, even like both of them, but especially like one-on-one, I would ask them why they broke up because that would be really good. It would be really good information, of course. But if this is online live stream, they're just very unlikely to talk about that. But otherwise, I would have done that in person as well.
Yeah,
it just felt weird. It wasn't flowing. Like I couldn't really hear what they were saying after what they said. So I was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Okay." Question. I tried to make it up, but nah.
That's what it is.
Awesome. All right, thank you, Fame.
Yes.
We'll see you next time, buddy.
Yes.
All right, cool. That's basically. I know there's a few people backstage, but we're gonna wrap up because we're coming up in 2 hours. But yeah, so this was fun. I'm sorry, Andrew. We're wrapping up, man. I'm sorry. Next time, I'll get you on first. Hugh, motherfucker, you just literally jump in now. Should we do like a 3-minute one? This guy's a frequent visitor of the channel. How are you feeling? Do you girls have another like 3 minutes of energy?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Let's do Hugh. All right. What's up?
Oh.
See, I bend the rules for you. All right. So my little chat friend. Who do you want to go on a date with? You're muted. Can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes.
Is that loud?
Yeah, it's loud.
Okay, give me a sec.
Yeah.
Okay, how about now?
That's better. All right, cool. So we're going to give you 3 minutes instead of 5 minutes just because we all want to wrap up. Who do you want to go on a date with?
Oh, you didn't. Oh, I thought we were going into a panel after, but sure. I guess if we're throwing me into the waters, put me with Chrissy. Without a T.
Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. I'm gonna take everybody else off. You remember this one? You have like 3-4 minutes.
Chrissy.
Hey there.
Good evening.
Good night for me.
Where are you located?
I'm in Poland. It's 4 a.m. right now.
Holy shit! How did Alex rope you into this at 4 a.m?
I don't know. Magic, I guess.
Have you had an enjoyable time so far, though?
Yeah, it was so much fun. These 2 hours. I was like a lot of insights, a lot of fun. You watched this show before?
Was that sarcasm, or were you being serious?
No, it was actually fun.
It's been an exhilarating morning for you so far, starting off the day with dates with online dudes. Yeah, I've watched the show a couple times. You know, I'm not really a frequent chatter or a frequent visitor or anything. I just kind of chirp in every once in a while. So I'm kind of new here, so not really familiar with the whole format. So I guess we're just supposed to go on like what we'd call a regular date.
Oh yeah.
So I was listening to the last guy, and we were talking about nerves and anxiety, right? So let me ask you, when you do something like this, like something that's out of your comfort zone, and you have that little anxiety, that little heart flutter, you know, you see that special person like walk through a door or something, and you feel that, you know, your heartbeat sort of, you know, elevate a little bit. Or if you're really nervous, like giving a presentation, like what is that feeling for you? What gives you that kind of a feeling? Like roller coasters, like presentations, people, handsome people.
I see the question. To be honest, I didn't feel this feeling for a while. I think it would be jumping with parachute. Haven't done it yet, but it's my
Jumping
dream.
with a parachute?
So yeah, I would do this definitely.
Have you done it or no?
No. But I want. I feel
Oh.
it will give me. I haven't had this feeling for a long time.
So
Like
you're having withdrawals a little bit. You need something to elevate your adrenaline again.
yes, because like my life is pretty boring at the moment. I just work and read books, and yeah, that's it.
You
Nothing
work and read
crazy.
books?
Yes.
That
That's
sounds
kind of
pretty
my stuff.
that sounds pretty intriguing though. Like envelop me into your world. Like what kind of books do you read? Like what do you do for work for that sort of a thing?
I like psychology, so I read all books about that and about man and women interaction because I work in this industry. So for me, it's very interesting.
So like the dynamics between men and women.
Yes, I
Like
think
how
it's
they
very
get in
important to understand.
relationships and chemistry and love.
Exactly.
Interesting.
To feel difference and know how to work with this and stuff like this.
I definitely respect and like people who involve themselves in the psychology of other people, because that's something that really fascinates me, like knowing more about people's brains and how they react to situations and stuff. But why psychology for you though? Like what was the point in life where you were like, yeah, this is something that I really want to take seriously?
Okay, because like I feel if you want to build a really valuable connection, you need to understand what you want. So you need to understand yourself, and you want to understand the other person. Only then you can understand. Okay, there is a value in this connection. I want it, and yeah, like I just prefer value, quality of the things.
Quality over quantity.
Yes, exactly.
That's enviable. That's not something you really hear about in 2023, much less.
You like psychology?
I do. I like it a lot. I think Carl Jung actually gave me my start, but like exactly what you said, for me, one of the ways that I build a connection and a chemistry to a woman or like a special kind of person that I'm interested in is through psychology, like through intellectual conversations and just having that little, spark between the two. That was short.
Well, I said 3 minutes.
I thought you said 4.
Are you gonna squabble with me over like 30 seconds?
I will. I always engage in
3 minutes and
semantics.
35 seconds. All right, Chrissy with a C. Would you go on a date with Hugh?
I would go, but I would start definitely platonic because like I didn't feel any like romantic vibes and stuff. But depends how he would do next. Then I would decide. But for now it's difficult to say because it was more like just to know each other, what we like. What didn't feel like a date, if you know what I mean.
What do you think he could have done better?
I mean, everything was fine overall. Maybe I'm asking more about just like kind of relationship questions. So as I mentioned, I like work in this, or I read books about it. You could continue this kind of topic, so we could get more into romantic topic. I would say this. But overall, I like the energy. I like the fact that he was. You can feel that he's chill and confident. So I like that.
I personally thought you did better this time than you have in a while. I feel like maybe it was just that you were more compatible with Chrissy, but your sarcasm wasn't like overboard. It was just the right amount. There's definitely some like funny little one-liners you got in there. Honestly, I think you just needed more time. I think you just need another like not 2 minutes, but you need another like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
That's
That could be said about a lot of interactions, but going off of what like I respect the platonic thing. Like I'd have to say the same. But I need more time to build that connection with somebody, What?
Okay.
What?
I don't believe that whenever a guy says that.
Nah,
Can I not give my honest
it's never
input?
true when the guy says that. It's just not. It's just never true.
Can I not give my honest input?
You can. I just don't
No, I
believe-
said I said I respect the platonic answer
Okay.
from her, but given more time.
No, but the part about you needing more time.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
What? Needing more
I've heard
time to
hundreds of-
like
I've heard this so many times.
needing more
We're
time to
fucking
know if I
Belarusian
want to
women.
put
She's
my
beautiful fucking Belarusian woman, okay? If
needing
she-
more time to do the
if she
horizontal
fucking showed
tango
up
or
naked
not.
on your bed, you would not need more time, okay? You'd be like, oh, okay, sure, awesome, sounds good.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, all right, Lindbergh, you're up next.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think you sound really good. I think you flow really well. I think you sound confident. I think psychology is a great fucking topic to talk about, and I think you did a lot of good things about that. However, you don't want to sound like when you're talking about the psychology, you don't want to make it sound like you know a lot about psychology because you read a lot of books. I prefer to actually highlight the fact that the reason why I know a lot about psychology, especially female psychology, is because I have a lot of experience with women, shit that you can't learn in books. And I think that is going to do much more in terms of, creating some type of curiosity and value with that, because then it's also going to lead you down the path where you can start talking about how you understand her specifically on a psychological level and how she differs from other girls. And when you're doing that, you're essentially conveying that you're going to be able to give her exactly what she wants, fulfill all of her needs, wants, and desires. And then, she's probably going to be into that.
Yeah. Did I say books? Because I thought I only mentioned like Carl Jung just in passing, just to like.
I might have misheard that then.
I don't know, but I mean that was sort of a thing I had in mind of like being like I got this shit from real world experience. Yeah.
Yes.
I know what you're saying.
If you talk about college, maybe you can find some way to talk about the shadow, and then find a way to maybe create something out of that relates to her in some way. But you need to sit down and plan that a bit. I don't know enough about Carl Jung to do that. I've never read him.
Yeah. What do you think about Eiffel Tower stories, though, Lindbergh?
Eiffel Tower stories, they're amazing.
Should I say
They
that?
are amazing.
Should I say those?
Absolutely, absolutely. Do it.
And
Do it. It will work.
Real quick. So Johnny, you know I love you, but I cannot get you on. It's like fucking 5 a.m. where Chrissy is. I got some shit I have to do too. I'm sorry. I always say get here early because when you come in like 2 hours in, it's just like, yeah, it's just hard for me to get you in. I try to keep these under 2 minutes, so I'll definitely get you on next time. But I'm sorry, I can't do it, my man. All right, Chrissy with a K. Do you have any feedback for him?
Not really. I agree. I think if he had like 2 more minutes, it would have helped him a lot. But I think it flowed overall pretty well.
Cool. Yep. All right, Hugh. Always appreciate you. I'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Awesome.
All right.
See you.
All right. Fun stream. Yeah, cool. Let's all, I guess, plug our respective channels. So, Chrissy with a C, you have a photography business. So talk about that a little bit.
About photography?
Yeah, you would just tell people where they can find you if they want to do like a photo shoot or whatever.
Yeah. So I help them to build their Tinder and Instagram to get more dates. And so everyone is welcome who is in Europe or even America. My clients fly to me. So feel free to connect with me and yeah, I will help you. I think the link will be in the description. So yeah.
Cool.
Thank you a lot.
Lindbergh, you want to talk about your channel a little bit?
Absolutely, yeah. So I put the link to the YouTube channel in the chat. And, Ultimate Man Project, we do cold approach, so day game, night game, online game. We have a mastermind, which is a monthly subscription where you can post all of your interactions. So you could even record audio of your interactions, put it in there. We'll break it down and analyze it for you. You can put screenshots of your interactions. We do free weekly calls. Each go for multiple hours, maybe 3-4 hours, where we answer all of your questions. We give you it's essentially free coaching. Long story short, so that's what we do. If you're interested in that, just head over to the YouTube channel. You'll find all the links there.
Cool. And Christy with a K, anything you want to mention?
Yeah, find me on my Instagram, Christy St. Regis. I'm actually launching a podcast next month with my best friend, and it's a dating podcast, but it's just like funny dating stories. So if you want to know more about me, follow me on Instagram and stay tuned and watch it when I launch it.
Cool. And then on my end, what I'm going to plug is the free ebook that we have. So you want to know how to take better photos, text girls better, all that good shit. Well, you can actually learn it for free because we have an ebook that we created. Also, we have another free, I guess we can call it lead magnet, that basically shows you 5 of the most difficult texts that girls will send you and how to respond to each one of them. So did I mention every single one of those things is free? Links are going to be in the description. So check that out, guys. And appreciate everyone for tuning in. Appreciate all the people who are on the panel. And I'll see you guys next time.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you.